And just like that, there's a new man at Gramercy, right? But is he going to give what we need? That's the question. Get it, don't be timid when you in it, love a bone, give along, need it. I don't want no trip, baby, my name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? Welcome back to the channel. We are back to talk, and just like that, I believe this is episode 5, honey. We are making our way through the season, and I know last week I met a lot of you guys, and it came off a bit rantish, right? And that's probably going to be the same way this time. But I do feel like this episode was a little bit better for me. There were moments, of course, that are cringe as always, but let's get into it. This is going to be the Cliff's Notes Reader's Digest version of last night's episode. And I want to start over here with Charlotte and Harry because a lot of people were saying imminent doom was in store. And I mean, big facts. We find out that Harry's got the big C, prostate, but that he has a 98% chance of survival, which is good. But of course, Charlotte freaks out, as any person would, finding out that their spouse has been diagnosed. We knew he couldn't get it up. We knew he was struggling with incontinence at the club, honey. He pissed through them jeans. And so now we kind of just have, language around that and figuring out what treatment is going to look like. Of course, Charlotte rushes to, I'm going to quit my job at the gallery. And he says, no, we need you to keep working. Everything's going to be fine. We got this. We'll see how this story develops. I know they better not kill off Harry. Don't kill off no other man in this show. Don't piss me off. And just like that, because you've already pissed me off, right? She who must not be named is on the plane with Makad Brooks, whose name on the show, I believe, is Miriam. We know this was the editor. She didn't want to give any play. And we find out the root cause of that. It's because she got a crush on this weird mustached man. And I just want to say, at least he's coming with comic relief. I don't know if they have different writers writing for Makad Brooks' character, but I'm here for him. I'm here for him. Let's go on and be in a precarious situation. I'm not saying I want she who must not be named to step out on her husband, but I do say I need a little steam heat over here. Something, some sexual tension at the very least. Give us that, okay? But again, she has to get away from him. They're on the plane in Atlanta and they're going glamping, which we find out earlier from Charlotte that she has this glamping trip. And so we'll see that go a little bit later. Miranda is living on Skid Row and is accosted by a naked man with a micro peen and a hatchet. I don't know why at this time and phase in Miranda's life, she is living piddle to post. It makes absolutely no sense to me. The girls say that she was quite an accomplished attorney in Sex and the City. And now over here, we know that she's gotten this new job. Last couple seasons, she was going to school to put her in position to be where she wanted. I don't get it. I don't know why we're living in squalor and degradation at this point, at your big age, Miranda. It makes no sense. And then you have her call Carrie, like, can I have Seema's number so she can find me a place because New York real estate. And Carrie's like, yeah, no. Carrie, what is wrong with Carrie? What is wrong with Carrie, y'all? I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. We have Seema on the other side trying to sell herself and needs the business, to be quite honest. I don't know why Carrie seems so insulated, right? Like, why wouldn't you want your friend to help your friend? Is it because she knows who Miranda is? Is Miranda not trustworthy? Like, Miranda should have a cute coin at this point and be able to find suitable accommodations. Like, I don't get it. Seema's trying to sell herself. She's really trying to rebound as she kind of moved abruptly away from the real estate group. Again, it still makes no sense to me. Nothing in my mind is going to make sense to me in terms of her career and her finances at this point and why she's like floundering. It doesn't make sense. You had 100 years to get all this lined up. You knew that man wasn't going to be working forever. He's 90 years old, for heaven's sakes. And so now, I'm the reason that took off. I put all the work in, all the blood, sweat, and tears, girl. But what do you have to show for it? What do you have to show for it? She needs to start taking clients immediately. She needs Miranda.
as a client. Now we find out Carrie and the Gramercy estate came with a tenant at the bottom, a man who lives half here and half back in Europe, the rest of the year, but he's quite an accomplished writer. I believe his name is Duncan. Miranda knows all about him, but he is sick of Carrie. He's sick of Carrie because she's walking in her Manolos and her red bottoms all across Gramercy, not taking into consideration that he's trying to sleep below. And my question is, Carrie, on these floors that look recently restored, why are you walking in your high heels through the house? Why, sis? And I get it. She has a love for the shoe game. But why are you walking through Gramercy in these stilettos all hours of the day and night? I just don't get it. And so of course he's like, it's a problem. He gets her some house slippers. She feels, thwarted. Because why would you ever give me these nursing home slippers, girl? I don't know why we have a problem with house shoes. I love a good house shoe. I have infinite pairs of house shoes because I love them just that much. Girl, but even barefoot, I don't understand what the problem is, girl. And so she's, offended, meets with the girls. And of course, Miranda's like, I have to meet him. I love his books. I'm going over there. And I'm thinking, enter, age appropriate, good looking, established, and he's a writer just like you. I'm just saying, Aiden who? He's got some spunk. He's got a spark to him. Like I like a feisty man. You know what I mean? Not crazy feisty, but feisty. Enough to give you a challenge and to be learning about you. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. Um, Aiden bought a table. It's the least you could do. And they tried to like land on it forever, talking about how amazing and great this was and how romantic was it. He bought a table. Whoop de doo ding dong. He's still trash. Carrie, get a grip. And we're watching Sex in the City every Thursday night. It's my first time watching it, and we're watching it on YouTube. But like, I'm fine. Carrie's a wild one in her choices. Baby, at this point, up to now, I have seen no man chase after Carrie. Carrie's doing all the chasing, and it seems like it tracks at her big age now that she still doesn't get it. Girl, he bought you a table. Who cares? Who cares? Miranda hooks up with BBC. We find out that she takes Carrie's things and she always destroys them or ruins them. She takes a scarf, and I'm like, why don't you just immediately put it in your bag, Miranda? Miranda is so dingy. And they say that that was never supposed to be the intent with her character, but she's just so dingy and flaky. So she goes over there to BBC. The BBC's got two dogs, that are staring at them while they're wanting to get Bucky naked. I guess the Bucky naked ensues. She goes back home. And, Carrie, it's in the middle of the night. She lets Shu out of the room. And Miranda is walking around Carrie's house butt booty naked. When I'm telling you, titties are out, Coot Nanny is blowing in the wind. Like, what are you doing? You're in someone else's home. Have some damn decorum. What happened to being very demure and very mindful? And Carrie, of course, is shocked and flabbergasted, as I would be, of seeing a naked Miranda in the middle of the night traipsing through the halls of Gramercy. Like, what are you doing? You feel that comfortable after 2 days? Maybe it's just me. And I thank God that I've never been in a position where I've had to live with someone as an adult. However, if I did, I would be the most, mindful and demure house guest that I could possibly be. I'm going to be self contained. I'm going to have proper attire on when I walk in common spaces. I'm not going to eat the last yogurt, the last banana. I'm not going to do it. And of course, Carrie doesn't want to say it, but she doesn't really want Miranda there. Apparently, everything Miranda does annoys her. Carrie's mad about a banana and a yogurt. And I'm thinking the whole time, while that's selfish, while that's rude to come into someone's home and eat their last of anything, girl, we have Instacart now. Call, put the order in. You have DoorDash, you have Uber Eats, you have Postmates, you have Grubhub. You have all of these options to get you a banana and a yogurt if it's really that deep, instead of going behind and eating a half-eaten banana from Miranda. We're glamping. She who must not be named forgot the chocolate. She and her uncute husband are arguing on the glamping trip. Charlotte jumps in. It's just chocolate. There's a gift shop. And again, I'm a fan of glamping. I think that glamping is amazing. I would do it all the time. I think it's the only way to camp properly. So I'm here for this whole outdoors. But of course, Charlotte is still reeling off of the news of Harry. And, she who must not be named is really fighting with herself. The husband finds a selfie of her and Marion in the phone on the plane and is like, "Who is he?" She's like, "That's the editor." And he's like, "That's the editor?" Yeah, and you should feel a little bit insecure because you're not giving anything, hubby. I'm so sorry. And so they're gonna make the best of this glamping trip. Again, I was unenthused. It wasn't a vibe. Lily was mad because she's missing out on her polysexual boyfriend because the boyfriend is gonna have time instead of her, and it becomes a mess. All right. Carrie and cooler heads prevail. She goes on a date with the author, and they have a lot in common. Will you proofread this? Will you edit this? I thought the date was very cute. Well, I won't call it a date. The dinner was very cute. That's where Carrie needs to be. That's where Carrie needs to be. I think this is someone who can match her fly, right? We can have good conversation. He's local. He's not attached with the seed of Chucky. I think this is a good move, but we shall see, you guys. But law, really, that's what happened. That's the Reader's Digest version. That's what happened. And then just like that last night, drop it in the comments. Let me know if you thought of this episode, what you thought of this most recent episode. I thought it was a vast improvement over the last episode, but we shall see. Because where are we going? Where are we going with this? Because then just like that, there's a new man in town, and I'm here. I'm here for him. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all of the things, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.